I wish I could have this as a backtrack to my YouTube video, but no. Probably the rights will get me. The music rights. Anyways, this is Katya, the vegan powerlifter, and today we're talking about one of my biggest pet peeves out there about health and fitness and veganism, and that is the fact that people consider veganism a diet and a healthy diet, or diet for health, one of those things, or all of those things in combination. A lot of the times when I get introduced, they say, oh, by the way, she's a powerlifter, by the way, she's vegan. Yeah, half the times they call me a bodybuilder, and I just have to go, I'm not, but my friend really tried to remember the name of my sport, so kudos to them. And the person that I get introduced to says something along the lines of, oh yeah, it's awesome. I was also vegan for like 3 years, but then something health issue, and then like I just wanted to eat fish. I just felt like I needed to eat fish. And by the way, I eat super clean now. And I stay really healthy. And I'm like, so basically what that says to me is that they were never vegan, because veganism is not a diet. It's a lifestyle that is, its foundations are in the ethics. And yes, my vegan journey also started from health, but that doesn't mean it needs to be there now or forever, because I have critical thinking and, I can understand that it is wrong to kill somebody and to eat their flesh. I don't eat corpses. I'm not a zombie. And neither are you. And the fact that you can kill a lot of animals and probably people doesn't mean that you should. It really doesn't mean that. I hope we can all agree on that. So yeah, I want to get rid of the stupid stereotype that everything vegan is just magically made out of kale and angel tears, and it's so healthy, and it's so much better than a non-vegan option. And oh my God, if you're looking to lose weight, it's not the solution for you. Going vegan is not a solution. Getting into calorie deficit should be your solution. But if you do not understand how that works, maybe hire somebody who does, or read online if you don't have money to hire somebody who does. There's a lot of really useful YouTube videos on like how to get into calorie deficit. What does that mean? How do I lose weight sustainably? And I think sooner or later you will arrive to the people who are not trying to sell you gimmicky things and, become a princess in 30 days, but actually things that work and don't overpromise. So anyways, if it's a vegan cookie, let's just say, for example, it's a vegan cookie versus a normal cookie, non-vegan cookie. Sorry, disruption. Wow, my English is really bad. Got a package. Anyways, if we're comparing a cookie that is vegan to a cookie that is non-vegan, let's see what's different. The difference is cookie number 1 doesn't have eggs. It doesn't have milk. It has some kind of a plant milk instead of eggs. Maybe they're using a thickener. Maybe they're using flax seeds that are ground and that actually is a really great binder. Maybe they're using apple puree or mashed banana. I use that instead of egg. What else could be non-vegan there? Well, it depends if you consider cane sugar vegan or not, because they add ground up animal bones and claws and teeth into that to whiten it. But the thing is, if you buy brown sugar in the US, it doesn't mean it's sugar that's not been like bleached. It usually means that it's the normal bleached sugar that somebody added molasses to, which is not what brown sugar is in any other country. That's like non-purified sugar. But let's not get into there. Let's not get into the sugar discussion, because I don't know. I don't eat sugar. Like, I don't buy sugar, really. I've gotten used to eating stevia since bodybuilding. It's not because like I'm trying to lose weight. But I use stevia, sucralose, monk fruit sweetener, and then all kinds of jams and jellies and maple syrup, stuff like that. Like, I eat plenty of sugar, just not, I don't buy it in the sugar form. Does that make sense? All right. I hope I don't sound crazy. But yeah, anyways, regardless if the sugar is vegan or not, sugar, it's just that sweet. It has the same amount of carbs and the same amount of calories per gram. So I would not say that the vegan cookie is like super much healthier, aside from like the cholesterol in the milk or butter. Not that margarine is really good for you either. Saturated fats are not good for you, vegan or not. And then egg, of course, has cholesterol, so we are doing better there. Not having as much cholesterol as we could have with egg. But again, it's probably one egg for how many? 12 cookies? 10? I don't know how many eggs you put per what amount of cookies, but like it's not one egg per cookie, I think, right? So anyways, like you're not going to die if you eat a non-vegan cookie versus a vegan cookie. And the vegan cookie is not going to cure all your diseases and make you, lose weight and make you levitate. Why do people think that in the non-vegan cookies, like the new vegans especially, like, oh, those are super processed. Well, the vegan cookie stuff is also super processed, but there's nothing wrong with processed foods. We all eat tofu. We all eat seitan. We all eat, I don't know, chocolate, really processed. What the hell is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that because there's no clear definition of a natural food and a processed food. There's like a gray, not even a line, there's a gray area where all that stuff might fall. And then, like, do you consider soup processed? No. Are you going to, like, try to eat raw so that it's, because it's better for you, supposedly? Like, no, that's scientifically not proven, and it never will be because that's just not how it works. And then another argument I hear often is like, oh, I don't eat protein because there's just too many chemicals in it. It's really processed. And, like, in Russian, they like to say that это всё химия. It's like, this is all too many chemicals in the food. And I'm like, chemistry is a science according to which we have the periodic table of elements, and everything in the world is made out of those elements. So you and I are chemistry, and whatever is water is chemistry. H2O. Chemistry, great, two chemicals, I guess, bound together into a molecule. Anyways, I really hate when people say that there's chemicals in whatever, because everything in the world is a chemical. And when you say that to me, that doesn't sound like something is better if it doesn't have chemicals. Like, what is it made out of? Nothing? Anyways, write in the comments if this argument makes sense to you and if it's legit, because when I bring it up to potential clients or friends who are like only trying to eat natural, they kind of act like they don't understand what I'm saying, but I have a feeling, looking at their face, that they do. They just have been living under this, like, yeah, it's bad to eat this, it's good to eat this, type of like separating foods into good and bad because processed foods are bad and natural foods are good. They've been living under that religion for way too long, and now they can't just like abandon that because the way they organize their fridge and what they eat just collapses. Like, what are other guidelines that we're supposed to use to organize our nutrition? Well, maybe macronutrients, maybe micronutrients, maybe vitamins. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think we can just guide our nutrition with that. But you can also use processed foods or natural foods or chemicals if you want some unscientific way to delineate your dietary choices. So if we come back to our poor vegan cookie, it's not super healthy if it's kind of equivalent to macronutrients of the normal cookie, the non-vegan cookie. Cholesterol-wise, yes, we have concluded that. But I think people should just divorce the concept of it's better for you because it's vegan, it's healthier for you because it's vegan, from vegan. Let's just say, I even hate to talk to people in terms of, oh, eat this is healthier for you. Because for every single person with different goals and different genetics and different metabolism, different things are going to be healthier. Like, I have clients who are trying to maintain weight. They lift heavy, or they climb, and they bike to work. And like Harsh, you can look up his testimonial on my channel. He has always been a skinny guy. And if I give him the low-calorie foods under the definition of healthy or clean or whatever, he's going to lose way too much weight and not going to perform in the gym. That is not going to be a healthy option for him. A healthy option for him is a high-calorie option. For me, personally, I like moderate fat. I do not like low fat. I do not like high fat diet. I probably eat like 60 to 80 grams of fat a day. Carbs kind of fluctuate depending if I'm lifting, if I'm hungry, if I'm hiking a lot. So I don't think too much on that. I just weigh myself, and if my scale is going in the direction that it's that I'm planning on, that it's necessary, then cool. If not, then I'll add some carbs. The protein stays basically the same throughout. So those are the guidelines of my diet. It's not that, oh, whether this is healthy or whether this is not. I know what I need to not be hungry, which is a good serving of carbs and protein with each meal. I'm going to get on a fiber anyways because I like whole foods, but not all vegans do. That's another misconception, is like people think, oh, you're going to get all this fiber, you're going to be so healthy. Well, I've trained vegans who were like 100 pounds overweight because they would drink a big Starbucks latte on the way to work that alone that had over 1,000 calories. And then they were trying to like walk their lunch off or whatever. So they didn't consider the calories in the drink, right? They ate very little for breakfast, very little for lunch, and they ate a huge ass dinner, which had a lot of oil, like, fries and like processed vegan foods that, again, the crutch was not in the foods being processed, but in the fact that the person didn't eat basically the whole day, was hungry because they didn't eat complex carbs or starches or fiber or anything to fill up their stomach. They had a sugar rush and a coffee rush in the beginning. It kind of powered them through the first couple hours of the day, and they were starving, walked at lunch, were really low on energy when they came home, and ate one huge meal. Yes, they were vegan. No, they were not healthy. There was nothing resembling health in their diet whatsoever. So you can see from this example how, like, I know people like this. They exist. I know overweight vegans. I know too many skinny vegans. So you can't just generalize like this. And please, when you come with a vegan friend to a restaurant, can you please help them stand their ground if the waiter starts saying stuff like, oh yeah, we don't have anything vegan, but we have gluten-free? What? How does me not wanting to eat foods from animals or that have been tested on animals relate me to a gluten intolerance? Can you explain? Are you stupid? That happened more than once, by the way. I'm not just saying all waiters do that. No, but that happened maybe like 5 times in my lifetime in the United States. And I just couldn't fathom how to answer. I was like, I don't eat animals. I don't give a fuck about gluten. I love gluten. Do you have seitan? So yeah, anyways, kind of upsetting. But yeah, less food rules and more nutritional knowledge and transparency to everyone will make this world a better place. I want to give a shout out to ChatGPT because it has been helping me with devil's advocates and really weird script ideas lately. So I asked it, hey, what do you think, based on like my account and other articles I've edited through it, what do you think on veganism being like the healthiest diet and how people equate health with veganism? Can you please write me a YouTube script? And if I actually read this to the camera and filmed this would have been a funny video that basically says 90% opposite things that I just said to you. I'm going to read you one paragraph off of it, including the scene. So the scene is supposed to be Katya in a power stance, pointing at the camera. And I'm supposed to say, veganism doesn't need to be unhealthy. The whole food, plant-based lifestyle is incredible for your body and your soul. Just don't fall for the processed food trap. You deserve better. You deserve food that's going to fuel you for the long haul, make you stronger, help you thrive, and help you hit your next big PR, whether that's in the gym or in life. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel weird I've tried many apps that would like write you scripts and article ideas, and they all end up kind of like corny like this. I don't know if I if I like this, but I do enjoy reading this and being like, this is bullshit. This is what I would actually say in this part of the video. So that helps. Let me know if it sounded profound and motivational. If it did, then I might read you some more ChatGPT developed script ideas for me, and based on what it thinks of me. I don't know. It thinks I'm some kind of a superhero attempting chick. But it's right on one thing. Minimally processed foods, in the most common way people understand that, should be people's base diet. But there's nothing wrong in including some processed stuff, such as vegan sausages, fake meats, tofu. If you consider fermented foods processed, you include fermented foods. And if you are an athlete, make sure you hit a minimum goal of protein for your sport and your size and your gender. If also you are an athlete, make sure you hit the minimum amount of carbs and fats and vary whatever is above that minimum amount for the carbs and the fats with your coach or based on your own experimentation. Protein should stay about the same, mostly. Carbs and fats, you can vary based on how you feel, based on how your training's going, based on your preferences, etc., etc., etc. If you're a strength athlete, I do agree with Don Austin that your fats should be a little bit higher, that most strength athletes have fats in their diet from like 30 to 35%. I do agree with that. I did a live with Brady Crandall on my IG maybe like 3-4 months ago. It was summer 2024, spring 2024. He just won a big strongman competition, and he's also a strength athlete, right? He's a strongman and the author of The Vegan Machine. Highly recommend that book. He likes his fats lower, but he's a bigger dude. So his lower fats might be more than Daniel's fats, and Daniel's about my height. So again, there's factors in all of those things. There's factors in genetics or where you're from, and whether your descendants have been used to a more carb-loaded diet or fats-loaded diet, things like that. I'm not going to claim that super matters, but that may be just how you're used to eating, and that may bring you comfort. So I'm going to recommend you do your own research and find studies on that. I just know that I cannot eat low fat. And somebody told me, oh yeah, duh, because you're Russian. You guys are supposed to eat like super high fat in the winter, not to die. And I'm like, that doesn't sound very scientific. But I have not dug into the articles on the topic. If you do dig into the articles on the topic of how your genetics should, how your macronutrient split should base on your genetics, let me know and put them in the comments. I would love to read those. Okay, we should wrap this. ChatGPT suggests closing scene. Katya's signature sign-off. Oh boy. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe. Did I tell it to be sassy? I don't enjoy this. I'm not that sassy in real life. And drop a comment below telling me what your favorite whole food plant-based meal is. Let's keep growing, glowing, and getting stronger together. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay fierce, stay fueled, and remember, vegan doesn't equal healthy, but it can if you do it right. Wow, that was horrible. That was really horrible. Okay, so I hope you had fun. By the end of the video, if you did watch it until the end, I'm like sweating from my shitty acting. And let me know what other topics you'd be interested in videos-wise. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be fulfilling on all my dirty ideas on talking to ChatGPT about something that I would love a debate on and argue the opposite. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.